Shalom family, today that the Most High has made, we rejoice and be glad in it. In this video, I want to talk about the dangers of Halloween, how we are manipulated into celebrating the devil's birthday or Satan's birthday, and a lot of the things that the devil knows about Halloween that we don't know. So it's dangerous because each day or each year we get closer and closer to evil or to the demonic. So the veil is thinning, and whenever it's really thin, we can be able to tap in and experience different things that happen in the spiritual realm or any lower realms, different things like that. And this day was originated from the holiday Shahan, and it was a festival used to sacrifice people. It was used as sex orgies and conjuring up demons and witches and warlocks. They would dance around the fire and they would just worship the devil and be very satanic and do a lot of things like that. And over the years, it has become more and more, involved in society. Each year, they start to incorporate different things so that children can participate in it because they want to get to the children when they're very young to start initiating children into different things and different cultures. And so they start to bring candy into it because demons and spirits, they love sweets, they love candy. So they started to do that. And then also it was a day when the demons were actually allowed to walk the earth or to just possess people freely, because a lot of people doing a lot of worldly stuff and eating sweets or participating in the demonic or allowing them to take over their body. So they would literally be walking around, and a lot of people just started to disguise themselves and put themselves in costumes so that when the demons walk around, that they were like, oh, I'm just like you, I'm playing a role, I'm masking myself, so you don't have to, deal with me. And then they would trick or treat, like if you don't bring them something to appease the demons, then you get a trick or you get a curse on your house. So over the years, they started to put, like, let me do tissue over the house, or just egg the person's house and things like that. But before, like, they were actually like cursing people's house that wouldn't allow demons to come in. And so for like a lot of people, the traditions just kept going and kept going, and it was made a holiday and it was made something fun, but it really still had those roots, those evil roots to it. And they have made evil good and good evil. You just see a lot of people just dressing up and just playing different roles, and now they get more sexualized. Is because it originally started with sex, death, and the grave. And so that's why the Most High tells us to not take fruits in any evil, but to expose it. So a lot of people who say they're Christians, having Halloween parties or dressing up, a lot of people who say they're for God but celebrating these different holidays are just totally against. You can't serve God and Satan. You can't serve God and Mammon. You have to choose, who you will serve. And then also that this day is used as a day to change your spiritual identity. So whenever you're dressing up as someone, or that costume and that character, you're taking a part of that character. Just like how when the way we dress, that's how we identify with ourselves, that's how we express ourselves. So if you're dressing as a witch, you're dressing as a vampire or a demon or whatever, that's a part of yourself that you're embracing, that you're trying to express more, and that's a part of yourself subconsciously that's going to want to perform that later on in the years. And you just keep getting different personalities, different aspects and abilities of that person, and start to morph into that person. So that day is a very high spiritual day. So a lot of the things that you're subconsciously have dormant, is going to try to come to the surface and to show that. And then also this day being the Satan's birthday, because he's worshipped the most on this day. It's a high level of energy that he receives on this day, that has been marked at his day. The whole October, I know a lot of antichrist spirits and Egyptian deities whose birthdays are in this month as well. So and then we have November 1st, which is the Day of the Dead, which a lot of the other cultures worship their ancestors. So this whole period right now is super satanic, and it's like anything can go wrong, anything can happen in the spirit. I've always been able to smell demons and see demons. So I was outside the other day, and I was just like seeing, praising the Most High and just praying and stuff like that. And then I would just see dark figures and different spirits and everything. And I was like, let me go ahead and get in the house, start, praying in secret so our Father can hear us in secret. However, and then I was just thinking about how every Halloween going back, how I used to participate and how I used to be a witch. So I like what it's crazy just seeing like both sides now, you know, being on the side of the Most High and being on the opposite. Like you see every year it's witches and warlocks versus the saints and the children of God, and we literally be battling for like this whole month leading all the way up into what they call Christmas, which is also a high level satanic day. However, just like the first Halloween, I couldn't celebrate Halloween when I was little, but then like afterwards I was, you know, either dressing up as a ghost or a half face, and then, you know, just the 2 years ago I had dressed up as a I think I was a witch, and I had released a lot of evil that day. I even did like some type of thing outside, and I had seen spirits all around me. I was seeing a whole bunch of spirits. I was seeing people just like walking through in the park and everything, and I was just out that whole night because I'm the type of person that, like, if people tell me something bad or something spooky, I want to experience it myself, like to like see like if that's true. Like I have to learn that way. So I was just like, I believed in witchcraft and everything like that, but I didn't, you know, really like, you know, think it was really real. So I wanted to see. So I was outside, like, just peeping a whole lot of things that was going on, and just how the demonic was just like rapid and all around us, and just like doing a whole lot of stuff, and how they actually influence a lot of the things that we do spiritually and physically. And you know, I was just the last year, no, two. I was Egyptian deity, and then being possessed by many Egyptian deities, so-called goddesses, and so I was just like, wow, that day can be used so much to like change our personalities and accept more of what the devil's plan for us is, what he sees us in the spiritual realm, and how he wants us to fulfill in his kingdom, how he wants us to be, and how to serve him and worship him and different things like that. So last year, after I got saved, I was like, let me just go to church, you know, so I can make up for all the times I did evil on Halloween. So I went to church on Halloween last year, but the woman in church was talking smack, like she was talking stuff and stuff, like she literally allowed a demon to possess her and jump in her body and say something smart to me, just like to attack me or whatever. And my grandmother-in-law, who I was with, but you know, I snapped back, said something back to them, because you gotta, whenever they say different things, it's like they say word curses, and you gotta pay attention so that you can rebuke that and counteract that attack, so that doesn't, you know, manifest over your life. So that's what I did. But then I was just like, dang, church ain't even safe. Like, you know, they was giving out candy at church. You got the different decorations. Like, everybody, you just see how much people love Satan in this world, how much they just worship the devil and they don't even know it. They just like made programmed to willingly do it, you know, to be okay with it. And so I just came outside and I was just, you know, praying. I was just like, let me just read my Bible for the rest of the day, because the word of God will shut up those demons immediately. So, and then also people just allow different things to come to their house, different people, children, even if you're giving out candy, like you don't know who that child is and you just gonna get them some candy and just let them come to your house and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, maybe I be thinking too deep about stuff, you know, but I just be knowing what be going on, being on both sides, and then also just like seeing. And then even there was like, it's just death energy all around us, the angel of death just claiming people. Like, I literally have to pray against the spirit of death, you know, for everybody, for my family, and just covering the children, because they don't even know, the families don't even know. And there was Seoul, North Korea, there was 149 people who died and then were injured in a stampede, just like at the Travis concert, and how the demons was moving through the concert, just like something happened there, and people got stampede and trampled over and just died. And it was a lot of chaos energy, a lot of things that were happening, and I had seen it in the spirit. I was even like kind of summoned there. So I seen, like, I looked above and there was voodoo dolls all around me, and I was I seen like a whole bunch of other type of juju and a whole bunch of different things and curses, and I had moved out the way, and then I was helping people with CPR and stuff, and then I woke up in shakes and stuff, and that all night I didn't feel really good. Like, I was praying, the Most High had me up fasting and praying. And then also I had another video from another prophetess that was telling me to anoint my head before I went to sleep, because they're trying to take people's legacies and destinies and inheritance. And I heard stuff in the dream about money and future. Like, people want to know their future and they want to have money, but that's a price you have to pay in the spiritual realm. Like, literally, you pay the fortune teller for telling you in the cards or in a reading, and then also in the spiritual realm, you have to pay a price as well. Sometimes it's an energy exchange, or there's a sacrifice that needs to be made for getting that type of knowledge. And so people don't know that they need to anoint their houses. I remember a spiritual teacher said that demons may track you back to your house, so anoint your house with oil.